Oh, what a gorgeous day in West Michigan. Here's a live look from our downtown Grand Rapids tower cam right now. Unfortunately, this is not going to last.
Yeah, we hear rain is on the way. I want to get right over to Chief Meteorologist George Lessons with all the details. Hi, George.
It definitely was a very nice day after a very chilly start to the day. Temperatures around 30 or a little bit cooler, but we've warmed nicely into the 60s. Thanks to a lot of sunshine. Second day in a row, we've had tons of sun here in West Michigan. Clear skies going to give way to some high clouds coming up from the south. That is from that storm system that brought deadly weather down to the south of us. None of that weather is heading in our direction, just the high clouds here tonight. But we will start to see some rain move in later on in the day, especially from Grand Rapids off to the south and east. But another clear evening with temperatures in the 60s. 62 right now in Grand Rapids. Won't be quite as warm here tomorrow with a northeast wind coming off Lake Huron, and a chance of showers will push us back into the 50s. Right now, everyone is seeing 60 plus with the exception of Ludington. It is 64 down in Kalamazoo. You're 56 there in Ludington. We will see much more unsettled weather coming our way for the weekend. How long is that going to last? We'll talk about that, and a warm up later next week in just a few minutes.
And we're not looking for any severe weather, but we are going to see some rain, right, George?
We definitely are. That's part of that system coming up in our direction for a rainy start to our weekend, just in time after we had some great weather here earlier today. 13 weather ball is blinking bright. We have some rain in sight tomorrow. It's also green, no change foreseen to our temperatures. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Temperatures will fall out of the 60s into the 40s tonight as the clouds gather. So nowhere near as cold as the past 4 nights, and we'll be limited to the upper 50s with a northeast wind here tomorrow. We'll see a little bit of light rain, especially later on in the afternoon. Most of that will be from Grand Rapids eastward. Further north and west you are, you may just have a cloudy day. Part of that system starting to lift to the north. See the rain coming up to around Evansville, Indiana. That's just going to gradually spread up in our direction over the next 12 hours or so. You can see that hour by hour. Here comes the rain. This is 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, just crossing the Michigan-Indiana border. The bulk of the rain's back edge right in through here. So that's about Grand Rapids eastward. Doesn't mean it won't rain at the lakeshore, but your chances are very, very small compared to what we have here and eastward. And then we get a break overnight Friday night. Saturday afternoon, here comes that next round of rain that comes on through. It might get a little bit of break behind that, but more showers rolling in on Sunday. So from Friday, Saturday into Sunday and into Monday and Tuesday, we've got more rain. And on Monday, there's going to be some snow, especially downwind of Lake Superior in the UP and over northwest lower Michigan. Well, we'll just see a few wet snowflakes. And this is Tuesday. Still some showers around, but it is going to finally move on out starting Tuesday night. Rainfall between now and daybreak, nothing going on here. And even just a couple of hundredths of an inch here in Grand Rapids to the east on Friday. Most of it will be over toward the Detroit area. And then rain on and off for the next several days. Not raining all the time, but certainly raining every single day with the bulk of the rain over toward the Lansing and Detroit areas. And snowfall, yes, there will be snow with this, but not anything that will stick here in West Michigan. 6 plus possible around Traverse City, 9 plus around Houghton. All of that will come from the 29th through May 2nd. Temperature wise, we'll be in the mid and upper 50s here tomorrow. Low 60s on Saturday briefly, and then we drop into the 40s and stay there all the way through Tuesday. Looking farther ahead, still hanging on to the cold air through the 7th of May, at least higher chances for that, and a dry period coming up after we see that rain move on out. Forecast for tonight, skies will become mostly cloudy, low and mid 40s along the lake shore. Northern part of our viewing area, upper 30s to around the low 40s, and here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we'll be in the low and mid 40s as skies become cloudy. 13 on your side forecast. Rain ends then on Tuesday. We start to warm up on Wednesday. Models now saying that a lot of that cold air is finally going to push eastward. Most of the models now saying we're going to get up into the 60s through next weekend starting Thursday. What a beautiful day here in West Michigan. 60s just about everywhere. Finally back to where temperatures ought to be for this time of year. But it's not going to last. 13 weather ball is green tomorrow. Temperatures within a few degrees of what we have seen. and it's blinking bright. We do have some rain developing tomorrow, and this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. In the meantime, clear skies for Gracie May. Tom or Roxanne, we're going to give you the green paw for your evening walk as temperatures will slowly slip into the 50s, low 40s in the morning, but lots of clouds around. No rain, going to give you a green paw for your morning walk as well. Not as much sunshine tomorrow, but still enough to generate almost 100% home energy savings here tomorrow from the sun. Wind maybe up a little bit from today. Today was delightful. We had that nice southerly breeze throughout the day. That's your green energy report. Right now, we've got clear skies about the area. There are some high clouds down to the south. Those are going to overspread the area later on tonight. No rain until after daybreak tomorrow, and the majority of the rain will be from Grand Rapids off to the east. As we get into the overnight hours, we're going to see a little bit of clearing, and then the rain moves back in on Saturday afternoon, and then a little break Saturday night, but more showers on Sunday into Monday as well, when there'll be some wet snowflakes mixed in with that, and that will continue during the day on Tuesday, minus the snowflakes, and then finally we'll get out of that wet weather pattern later in the day Tuesday. In terms of rainfall, nothing here overnight. Most of the rain will be from Lansing eastward. We'll maybe get enough to wet the ground here in Grand Rapids, probably none at the lakeshore, and then on and off rain Saturday, Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. Some areas could see well over an inch of rain from Grand Rapids to the east and a lot more off to the north and west, where there'll be snow. This is the model output for snowfall. This will likely change, but you can see winter is still going on over northwest lower Michigan and the UP. From the 5th through the 11th of the month, still we have a little bit higher chance for cooler than average readings right during that 5-day period. 7-day period, I should say. We're in the mid and upper 60s, probably low and mid 60s, but still a drier weather pattern after we get out of that rainy pattern next Tuesday. Forecast then for tonight, skies will gradually become cloudy. The southeast winds will keep temperatures in the low and mid 40s at the lakeshore, about 10 degrees warmer than last night. Upper 30s to low 40s with increasing clouds after midnight. And from Grand Rapids southward, we'll see the clouds roll in here first. Overnight lows in the low and mid 40s. 13 on your side forecast. Rain mainly south and east of Grand Rapids, about half of our viewing area. Upper 50s tomorrow, around 60 here on Saturday. That's still not bad, with more rain moving into the afternoon just about everywhere. Rain on and off in most of the area on Sunday. Rain and snow and very windy Monday. We'll see that wind stick around on the 2nd day of May as we hit the upper 40s, and then an extended period of dry weather. Models are taking all of that cold air farther to the east now, and so it's going to allow our temperatures to get back into the 60s starting Thursday, and that may last through the following Sunday. So finally, a break perhaps of that cold air?
That looks more like spring to me, George.
It sure does.
Thank you.
Gorgeous day today. We need a lot more of these kind of days to make up for what we have seen so far in the last, seems like 2 or 3 weeks. 13 weather ball tonight is green, so no real big change to the temperatures foreseen, and it's blinking bright. Yes, there is some rain in sight for tomorrow. This view brought to you by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Low 60s in most areas, just a tad cooler with a little bit of an onshore breeze at the lakeshore. Ludington, you stopped at 57. Our average high is 62, and that's what we forecast. We came within 1 degree of our forecast high, 16 days in a row where we have been within 3 degrees of our target. Upper level winds still going to bring down that colder air after Saturday. This is going to be with us throughout much of the day on Sunday, all the way through at least next Tuesday. It looks like now that the actual coldest air is going to start to retreat to the east. So later on next week, we actually might see a little bit of a warm up after this very cold weather pattern, but still it's going to take until perhaps the middle of May to get back to where we should be. A little high level of cloudiness on the southern horizon. We'll start to see some of those clouds overspread the area tonight, and then a little bit of light rain, especially from Grand Rapids off to the east during the day tomorrow, and then that retreats. Probably dry Friday night, and then the rain moves back in on Saturday afternoon. There'll be a brief break Saturday night, and then more rain on Sunday, and then this was going to be on and off throughout the day on Monday, when there's going to be some wet snow mixed in, and then rain showers will finally depart late in the day on Tuesday, and then we'll start to see some mild weather move in after Wednesday. In terms of rainfall, nothing here tonight, and during the day tomorrow, most of it will be from Lansing, Kalamazoo to the east of us. More more coming during the day on Sunday into Monday and Tuesday as well. Heavier amounts over toward Detroit, but we could end up with about an inch of rain in our area as well over the course of several days. Forecast then for tomorrow, cloudy at the lakeshore. Chances of rain are not zero, but they're pretty small. Temperatures about where they were today. Ludington, you'll be warmer than you were today. A little bit further inland, a little cooler, upper 50s to near 60 with some light rain. And light rain here in the greater Grand Rapids area, a little bit heavier east. Highs tomorrow in the mid and upper 50s. 13 on your side forecast. Wind and rain and snow Monday, and then the winds start to taper off as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday. Sun comes out Wednesday through the following weekend. Now we're going to see temperatures climbing out of the 50s into the 60s.